Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time, like, not gonna lie, it's been quite a while since I've like uploaded. But I have been filming, but I haven't uploaded the filming, which is a problem. But today we're going to do a affordable glam routine because I was inspired by Ariana Grande's 7 Rings like song. But unfortunately, not all of us can buy 6 rings for all of our bitches. So today we're gonna look like we can, but when we didn't, and when makeup is not that expensive at all. I am literally just using Vaseline on my lips right now. So what I'm going to do is do my eyeshadow first. I always like doing eyeshadow first. So I don't know, I like eye primer, but I'm not trying to go anywhere tonight, so I'm just gonna go for it. So right now I'm going to go in with a contour brush, and we are using the Model's Own So Fly palette and the Sleek eyeshadow palette that Tati reviewed on her channel for $4. So for our transition, our first shade that we're laying down, we're going to go in with Fade here. Then I'm just gonna get my brush, it looks like that. So pretty dusty, and then we're going to go in with this dark shade right here, but only a little bit. And then we're just gonna dust it in my face. Just go in it, I guess. So tell me how you guys been. What have you guys been up to? Have you guys done anything cool? Tell me in the comments, dude. I wanna know. I'm curious. How's your life been? People left you, your friend left you, your mom got married, your sister pregnant, who knows? What's your life been up to? So you can kind of see that it has a little bit of dimension, but it's definitely not blended, so I'm going to go in with a blender brush here. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit darker. A little bit more of that dark shade. Just kind of put it in there. My eyes have been really kind of red because I've been testing some products out tonight and they didn't go well. So, also my skin is red because my rosacea's freaking out. So, yeah, I haven't been crying. I'm actually doing really great, thank you. I'm wiping off some extra glitter I was just playing with under my eyes. So that's what I'm doing. So you can kind of see that the transition is down. So I'm going to go in with a packer brush, just like this one, and mix this bright gold shade in the Sleek palette. So it would look like that, with a mixture of the shade, whoops, here and here today. So Trackside and Burner. So I'm going to mix those. Oops. Burner had a lot of fallout, but Trackside didn't, so I was like, oh no. And the most expensive thing we're using today is that eyeshadow palette, the Model's Own. It was $15. Still an amazing eyeshadow palette. So what I'm going to do, oop, I almost dropped my eyeshadow palette. You could have probably heard that though. I'm going to cover my entire lids with that gold, this gold concoction. And then just kind of go from there. So there we are, my lids look like they're very gold. So I'm going to go in with a brush like this, a domed brush, and go in with a dark color. So I'm going to use Bombing right here from the Model's Own with a mixture of this color right here. And then just kind of go in to the dark sides of the crease to make it look like, you know, we have some dimension going on. And then just kind of keep going with that for a little bit. Pack it in the crease and the sides so it could make like the dimension would pop. And then you've got to have a little bit of room and a little bit of give for some of this. Because, I mean, some eyeshadow palettes from like brand names don't even perform as well. But, I mean, gotta make some of this work sometimes, even if it's not the most pigmented. You have to layer it. I mean, this isn't no James Charles eyeshadow palette, but, you know, it works. So you can kind of see like it has a good little blend to it, at least in my mirror. So I'm just gonna blend it in a little bit more like inside. Just pat it inside a little bit. And then I'm done with that. I'm going to go in with a small detail brush that looks like this, with this really bright shade here. And then go in on the inner corners and on the inside. And just so you know, the Model's Own shadow palette has a lot of fallout because it's all just pressed shimmers, except 2 shades, a bone white and a black, a matte black. So I'm going in with this color here from the Sleek palette, just patting it in my inner corners, a little bit on the inside of my eyes. So as you can probably tell, there's glitter like all under my face. That is a Model's Own palette. So I take a makeup wipe and wipe under it to make sure there's not like a bunch of glitter underneath my foundation and my concealer. All right. So far my eyes are done, and it's gonna look a lot better once we have all of our foundation and our powder and all that stuff on. So my face is red and it looks angry at me, but it's not. So I'm going to go in with my primer. This is the Catrice Anti-Redness Primer, as you could probably guess. It's my best friend. I go in with a generous amount and just kind of put it on that area. Sometimes I go in a little bit higher, but sometimes I don't. And I just kind of melt it in my face. Make sure I reach up my nose. Then after everything's kind of blended, I start just patting it out. And you can definitely see it took the redness down quite a bit. So, because green counteracts red. So I'm going to put that back in my little cup holder. Put that there. So what I do is I use my concealer. I'm using this NYX Hydro Touch Concealer as a pencil. And I'm going in under my eyes first. And then I will use my foundation, which is this this Rimmel BB cream. I got it at Ulta over the summer for $1 as they were being discontinued at all locations in Ulta. So the brand was, but they still sell this at Walmart for $6. And it's an amazing foundation. It has SPF in it too. And where I live, you always need SPF even if the sun isn't out. Because, well, I mean, anywhere, SPF is really important. Even if you're dark-skinned, even if you're super light-skinned, doesn't matter. SPF is important no matter what it is. No matter where you're going, unless you're like sitting in the house all day like a hermit, which sometimes I do, and that's acceptable. So I go in a little bit on my dark circles with the same foundation and on the nose area because I get really red around my nose. I just kind of pat it in. I just kind of do that. And you can tell it has taken down my redness. Not all the way, but a lot. But anything that takes down my redness all the way and doesn't feel like full coverage is a godsend, but I have not heard of that and not hit that yet. So I already did my brows even before the video began just because that's how I am. So I'm just kind of combing through them a little bit more. And then my powder of choice today is this NYX HD finishing powder, and it's in the mint green, so it counteracts redness. I go in down here on the lower parts of my face with a flat brush. I don't really know if it does anything, but I take it down anyways. So I just pat it down on the lower parts of my face. It mattifies my face, smooths it over, which is really nice. But for the rest of my face, I will be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, but I dropped it a bunch, so it is in loose form. So it has broken, and I still use it, obviously, because I want to get the most out of my money. But it's a little bit hard to pick up and show you, but I can attest that it is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and it's great. All right, so I put the Stay Matte Powder down, and all I have left to do is use a bronzer, really. So I'm gonna go in with the same fluffy brush and this Wet n Wild Dragon bronzer, like Flight of the Dragons or something, and I'm just gonna use that on my cheekbones here to warm my complexion up. And unfortunately, I got a very much too light shade for me. So yeah, and then I just go in with that on my cheekbones, on my nose, on my chin, kind of just warm them up a little bit, so it adds a little bit of dimension and a little bit of just natural glow. But here comes the pop. I'm so excited to use highlighter. Highlighter is my favorite thing, and after highlighter we've got lips and mascara, and underneath setting eyes, so that's it. So I'm using this Sweet and Shimmer highlighter I got from Ulta for their Christmas sale, and oh my god, it was 47 cents. Yeah, 47 cents, and it gives you a glow that's like unworldly. So I go in so hard. I mean, you can already see. I mean, that's pan. I've had it for not so long at all, but it is so nice. It is less than $1. You can't even get it at the dollar store. So I just kind of, I guess, I really pack it on when I really want to look like, bam, look at my face. But it never like looks like blended out ever. So I go in with a flat brush and I kind of mat it down. Like I just not mat it down, but I press it down so it doesn't look so crazy. And then you can look at me, and there we go, there it is. And now one of the final steps is getting a eyeshadow brush and taking something on the bottom. So I'm going to mix bombing and a tad bit of trackside on the bottom to add some dimension. I mean, as you can see, this has been like super like relaxed and not as a big deal and stuff. So, and this is just kind of a easy glam routine too, on a high-key budget, which is really nice. And if you're wondering what I did my brows with, it was a pencil from Dollar Tree. Like, no joke, a pencil from Dollar Tree. I really like how this has turned out. It looks awesome. I love the gold. I will go in with my finger a little bit more, and Crew Love, it looks like this on the inner corner a little bit more, and just kind of, I guess, put it in with my finger and just kind of see how it looks a little bit more, a little bit like that. Now all I have left is lip gloss and mascara. This lip gloss is from Essence. Oops, I do that all the time. I like it because you can still see the color of my own lips under it, but it just looks frosty and kind of unique and cool, I guess. So now literally all I have to do, literally, is mascara. So I will be using this mascara from Dollar Tree today and applying that mascara. Alright guys, so I applied my mascara, and this is the final look from far away. And this is kind of the final look. I really enjoy how it's bronzy, it's smoky, it's kind of a little bit Nicki Tutorials inspired, but other than that, Ariana Grande, you look really pulling on a budget. So thank you guys for joining my channel again. Thank you for hopefully staying around and supporting me. I promise I will upload a little bit more than what I have been. We have some good stuff already in the works, and I'm really excited to get back into it. So thank you again for coming today, and I will see you the next time I upload. Bye guys.